Hey Bella, this is Cameo Michelle back for another segment of Coach's Corner for this week. So for my first question, Mr. Leverage, I was wondering, has it been challenging to get your team up this week after being eliminated from the playoffs last week?
One of the things about being successful year in, year out is when you lose in the playoffs, typically we're done. And it was a little bit harder because our guys have had that mind frame for their whole career that when they lost that playoff game, they're done. And the way 2020 has been, how weird it is, and having to play a game after that, it was hard because not only were the coaches upset, the players were upset. There's a lot of hurt whenever your goal isn't reached. And our guys were pretty bent out of shape about what had happened. And it took a couple days, and then you start to think about it almost like a college situation where it's like a bowl game, and you lose your conference championship, and then you have to go to a bowl game. And our guys, especially being Tyrone, I think that helped. So it's just not that normal football game. It's the backyard brawl. So I think our kids bounce back a little bit better than what they would have been someone else. I think that Tyrone backyard brawl kind of is a motivator for us.
And what are the biggest challenges in facing Tyrone?
Tyrone has really had a really good season. They lost their first game last week to Central. They have a really good quarterback, Brandon Lucas. He's able to throw the ball. He runs the ball. He has some good receivers, especially Damon Grip, probably one of the better receivers in the area. Tommy Hicks runs the ball really hard. Their offensive line has done some really good things. And defensively, they've been in some really close games throughout the year. They have guys that fly to the ball. They're lined up properly, and they make plays. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for us, and one that we hope we're ready for.
Describe what it means to play in the backyard brawl, both as a coach and a player.
As a player, playing back in the 90s in the backyard brawl, it was, there's so much excitement about the game, and there's so much buildup because, you end your season in November, and then you start looking forward to that Tyrone game, especially when it's the first game. So there's so much community pride, not only here in Bellwood, but also in Tyrone. So it's something that both communities really talk about. As a coach, it's the same thing. I can still remember the first game that I was head coach, the Tyrone game, and I felt like it was just like whenever I was a player. You have that excitement. You're hoping to do really well, and it's one of those things that we all cherish. Even the one thing I'm really happy about is our students are getting a chance to go because the backyard brawl just isn't about the football teams. It's about the whole community. And, it's been great that our parents have been able to come to games, but the people who've been left out are those seniors and those juniors and sophomores who haven't been able to see a football game. Football games are an event, and it's just not what's going on out there on the field. It's, the social aspect. It's, sitting in the student section at the game and the memories you make doing that. Listening to the band play. There's just so much that goes into it. And, it's really good that our whole community, and especially our student body, is going to get a chance to be in it tonight.
It's always sad to say goodbye to your seniors. What has the senior class meant to you and the program?
So this year's senior class, they're a unique one. They are the first class that has been a varsity football player, the entire class, for all 4 years of their career. The ICC decided that they were going to move freshmen up. After their 8th grade year. So they've been with us for 4 years. And they're a great bunch of guys. All 12 guys, 12 seniors that we have on our team. No matter how much they play, they are such a big part of our program. We always talk about owning your role. And every single one of them own their role. Whether they're out there just for special teams or they're out there offense, defense, and during the week of practice, they're always willing to step in and do whatever it takes to help us be the best team that we can be. Not only have they been positive parts of our football team, they're positive parts of our school community, and that's the biggest thing. Football teaches so many life lessons, and we go so beyond just playing football. We want our guys to be good community members, good husbands whenever they graduate, fathers. We want them to be positive people in their community. And I think these guys, they have all the potential to do that. They're hardworking, they're driven, they have great personalities, they're unselfish. So I'm very proud to be associated with this group. This year's senior class, not only just the football players, but the whole senior class, I think, is a really special class. And it's one that they're always going to remember their times here at Bellwood, and they're going to be ones that are going to be remembered by the people who are still here. So, I'm very proud of what they've done this year, and we wish them nothing but the best in their future.
And that's all I have for you, Mr. Leverage. Thank you so much for your time once again, and good luck at the Backyard Brawl.